Good afternoon. Another beautiful afternoon with sunshine and warm temperatures, and early in November. Preacher Man with you today to begin a review of Cobalt 24 volt brushless tools. So, how did we get here? I have the DeWalt 12 volt drill driver, impact, and reciprocating saw set that I've pieced together, and I really like it. We do some furniture restoration slash upcycling slash repairs and so on. My wife and I do that, and this is one of the pieces that we're going to be redoing next. Old sewing machine cabinet. Oscillating tools, such as this one. We don't know anything about them, so we began looking. We were in Harbor Freight one day and we started looking at them. You know, they got a $29 outfit and a $39 outfit and a $99 outfit. Still haven't done it. Now, also being off the grid at the homestead cabin, I'm interested in tools that I can take there and use when I want to, when I need to. So one of the things I am interested in doing is knife making. And so I was interested in a angle grinder, and I've always wanted a planer, and a battery-powered planer would be perfect for taking to the cabin and doing odd-sized pieces. These are a couple of slabs cut from a log that had been cut for firewood. Locust. I like the shape of it. It was unique, but it's got a lot of uneven places, and working it through a planer, working it through the joiner wouldn't work very well. So I wanted a planer. So I began looking for a battery powered set that would come in all three of those tools and many others. Okay, I wanted the angle grinder, oscillating tool, and the hand planer, battery powered hand planer. So I looked at the DeWalt, and I looked at Craftsman. Craftsman didn't have the planer. And I looked at Skill, SKIHL. And I have a Skill tool wrench, battery powered wrench, bought several years ago, probably 15 years ago now, that really does have a pretty good torque. I was familiar with Skill because I had this battery operated wrench that I had picked up at Walmart on sale many years ago. This is a 7.2 volt wrench. It came with a charger, the battery's built in, and it came with this. Really like this. It does have a lot of torque. I bought it because I had a Jeep at the time, and getting a drill or a drill driver into certain places was difficult, and that solved that problem. Battery life and so on that I really like, so I got to looking at the Skill. The three pieces in the Skill came in at about $450, and that would have included 3 batteries and 3 chargers, which is a pretty good deal. The DeWalt 20 volt, those 3 items would have been $600. I think I might have been able to get 1 battery and 1 charger with that, depending on when I bought it and so on. But then I realized that they had a Cobalt set of tools, and Cobalt had all 3 of the items plus many more. I decided to go with the Cobalt. We also have the 40 volt Cobalt battery powered chainsaw and hedge trimmers, which I really like the 40 volt. So that convinced me when I realized that they had all 3 pieces in them and some. Now the oscillating tool came with a free 2 amp hour battery. The grinder came with a 2 amp hour free battery. The planer did not. I'm not sure why, because that was the most expensive one. I'm not sure why it didn't come with a free battery. So I did pick up a 2-pack of 4-hour batteries. Let me tell you, those batteries are heavy. So my wife for Christmas is going to get the oscillating tool, and she will get 2 free 2 amp hour batteries. And I picked up the charger for it.
Batteries have this indicator light, tells you how full they are. This is the 4 amp. I picked up a couple of those for myself. And since I have it charged, I'm using it for demonstration purposes. But the 4 amp hour batteries came with about half charge. And it took about 2 hours, maybe less, to charge these up to full charge. One of the things that almost sold me on the skill set was that their batteries came with ports for USB. Okay, now you notice this is not a skill. I walked in Lowe's one day, I saw the DeWalt had a battery adapter where you could add something like this on top of the battery and charge your cell phones and so on with the cords. I walked in Lowe's one day, and the first thing I saw when I went to look at the batteries was this thing. So I picked this up because it was a few dollars cheaper. So I'll do a demonstration in a little bit on how it works. Kobalt 24 volt max power source is what it's called. And you can slide it on any 24 volt battery. Clicks in nice and secure. Has USB port. That out. And it charges. So I'm excited about that because they'll come in handy at the cabin. A solar charger, a Patriot's solar charger of some sort that a friend of mine gave me. That comes in really handy at the cabin because sometimes the connections isn't very good. And when, as you know, when it's searching for a connection, searching for a signal, it uses battery up pretty good. So, to disconnect it, push in the 2 buttons on the side and disconnect it. It's also got that belt loop holder, so you can actually charge it while it was hanging on the thing. Although the 4 amp hour battery is pretty heavy, so I don't think you want that hanging off your belt loop. Extra pockets on the side. Seems to be a pretty quality bag. Got a plastic fold down base in it.
One of the things that interested me in the skill battery pack tools was their ability to um, charge USB using USB cords, smartphones, and so on. I was quite pleased to discover that both Cobalt and DeWalt have means of doing that as well. So battery technology has come a long way. So on the Cobalt batteries, there's an indicator that tells you how much charge you have, which is really nice. It's fully charged because when I opened them up the other day, first thing I did was charge them up. It took between 1 and 2 hours to fully charge them. I did not see in a quick read that you needed to charge them for 24 hours or anything, but please check your instructions before simply just operating and on a what you think is a 2 hour full charge, and it may not be. The other nice thing about these batteries is they have clearly releases from the tool and the charger for the batteries. So when I discovered that the Skill had the USB charger capability, I thought I had remembered seeing something similar in a DeWalt battery pack, power pack. And indeed, they have a power pack that slips on either 12 volt or 20 volt and provides power for charging anything you can charge with a USB port. When I walked in to get my 4 amp hour batteries, one of the first things I saw hanging over the near the battery rack was this Cobalt power source. And it's got 2 USB ports, and it slips easily on to the battery, whether it's 2 amp hours, 4 amp hours, 5, 6 amp hours, whatever they have out there. It quickly slips on and off. And one thing I discovered is you have to actually turn this on to charge. And you can't see it very well, but the light, when it's on, that symbol lights up green, and that means you can charge. So there's even some green inside. Don't know how long it'll take, but that's a nice added benefit for going to the off-grid cabin. I have a Patriot solar USB port charger power source that a friend of mine gave to me, which I have used to charge my phone up. When I stay at the cabin overnight, by the time I get up in the morning, it's down around 20%, and so I put it on charger first thing. This charges with solar power, and you can also charge it from like a computer, which is what I'm doing now for my next trip. But this just gives me some added security. We can charge 2 of them up with the 4 amp hour batteries. We could probably charge 2 cell phones pretty quickly, I would think. So, and again, here's the release for the battery.
It's even got a place on top for the extra handle.
And this is the charger. It's pretty cool. Of course, the first thing you do is charge the battery. The batteries have
Compressed easily. There we go.
review.